clock strikes 12 in leather bindings, a scent of dust and ancient ink. Within these stacks are secret findings. Within these stacks are secret findings. We pause upon a precipice brink. I trace a spine of gilded green. You catch my eye through gaps of wood. You catch my eye through gaps of wood. A silent play, a phantom scene, in ways we never understood. You hold a play of tragic grace. I clutch a verse of winter frost. The lantern light upon your face reveals a soul that's never lost. The floorboard creaks us never lost. The floorboard creaks a soft refrain. Our shadows stretch across the floor. Beyond the glass, the London rain is knocking at the bookshop door. No heavy words are spoken here. No declarations bold aloud. The atmosphere is crystal clear, above the reach of any crowd. A magnetic pull, a gentle weight between the shelves of Keats and Blake. We leave our meeting up to fate for every quiet breath we take. Conversation made of stone across this dim and papered land. I feel I'm finally less alone. The rhymes are locked in steady time, an old romance in black and white, a climb toward a steep sublime in the stillness of the night. The shopman dozes in his chair. The kettle's cold, the fire is low. A spark is hanging in the air where only paper spirits go. I step toward the center aisle. You close your book and turn to me. The ghost of some Victorian smile is all I really need to see. Shooda, shooty, just a silent talk through the dusty stacks. In the porcelain cup, a silver light is dancing on the floor. I wait for you to look directly up, to see the ghost of what we had before. Your hands are resting on the wooden chair. The clock is ticking steady on the wall. A heavy sweetness lingers in the air, while shadows stretch and lengthen in the hall. We don't need a word to say it all. The silence is a language we both know. We're standing where the eve shadows fall, and watching how the velvet embers glow, and watching neons glow, glow. Trace the pattern on your woolen sleeve. The window pane is misted by the rain. It's easy for the restless to believe that love is just a cycle of the grain. But here within this quiet amber space, where every thought is mirrored in your eyes, I find a sudden, unexpected grace beneath the gray and shifting London skies. The city hums a distant, lonely tune beyond the heavy velvet of the moon. As every solid boundary escapes, no need for frantic talk or hollow wit. No need for filthic talk or hollow wit. No need to fill the pockets of the day. We let the fire burn and softly sit and let the world just simply drift away. We don't need a word to say it all. The silence is a language we both know. We're standing where the eon shadows fall and watching how the velvet embers glow. The weight of the unsaid, the path that we tread is staying together. Together. The iron gate is locked behind. The fountain hums a silver tune. A memory begins to wind beneath this pale and heavy moon. The scent of jasmine fills the air. The garden soil is damp and sweet. I find the summer hidden there in every pulse and rhythmic beat. We sway where velvet mosses grow. Your hand is warm against my spine. The shadows move, the shadows move, and then they go, while your slow rhythm meets with mine. It's just a patch of London grass, a secret world within the stone. We watch the quiet hours pass together and yet quite alone. The gravel sighs beneath your heel, a ghost of rain from years ago. This the only thing that's real. The way we turn, the way we turn, the way we know. The scent of earth, the jasmine vine, a silver tune, a moonlit line. Just you and I, just you and I, just you and I. The lamps are blurred along the lane. The velvet night begins to fall. We walk through silver streaks of rain and hear the silence overall. The iron gates are locked and cold. The mist is heavy on the grass, a story never to be told is shared between us as we pass. Your hand is tucked inside my own, within a pocket warm and deep. A secret that is ours alone, the only promise we will keep. The only promise. There is no need for grand design or words that echo through the square. I feel your rhythm close to mine. Upon the damp and quiet air, it's in the way the shadows bend and how the evening starts to fade. A love that does not need to end. because of every choice we made. The city sleeps in shades of gray, while we are waking to the soul. There is so much we do not say that somehow makes the spirit whole. It makes us whole. The park is wrapped in winter lace. The world is hidden from our view. I find my only steady place in walking here tonight with you, across the damp and quiet air. Just you and I. The silver streaks of rain. No words are needed there. Quiet love in the silver rain. The silence overall. The garden holds a heavy scent of petals turning to the floor, of petals turning to the floor. I wonder where the summer went and why I wait beside the door. The sky is such a weary blue, an amber haze across the lane. I find myself in search of you within the patterns of the rain. Oh, it's just another Sunday fall, a quiet ache I've known before. The shadows stretch against the wall while spirits linger on the moor. I'm caught inside the turning leaf, a gentle drift toward the night, a momentary touch of grief before we lose the fading light. The clock is ticking on the shelf, a steady beat of wood and brass. I keep my secrets to myself and watch the gray-green seasons pass, and watch the gray-green seasons pass. You're like a line of ancient verse, a melody I can't forget, a blessing and a quiet curse, a ghost of someone I've not met. Oh, it's just another Sunday fall, a quiet ache I've known before. The shadows stretch against the wall while spirits linger on the moor. I'm caught inside the turning leaf, a gentle drift toward the night, a momentary touch of grief before we lose the fading light. The embers crumble in the grate, the evening chill begins to bloom. It's much too early, much too late for one more person in this room. I wrap my shawl against the cold and sip the wine, the taste of time. A story left entirely told without a reason or a rhyme. Fading light, just a Sunday, just a Sunday. The sash is raised to meet the day. The salt is heavy on the glass. The summer light begins to stray, while all The linen curtains softly sway against the ancient wooden frame. The restless world is far away. It has no reason and no name. A quiet grace within your eyes. The ocean breaks upon the sand beneath the vast and open skies. I find my peace within your hand. The tide will turn and then retreat. The gulls will cry across the fleet. And here we both decide to stay. The shadows lengthen on the floor in patterns made of pale design. In patterns made of pale design. We need the world outside no more, while your hand rests inside of mine. The salt is heavy on the glass. The hours slowly pass, watching the waves. The morning light is rather shy today. It hides behind a veil of charcoal gray. The clouds are heavy with a quiet rain that washes clean the dust upon the pane. We're tucked away beneath the woolen fold, while silent lights begin their morning race. The city moves in silver and in gold, a river flowing at a frantic pace. The ticking clock is steady in its beat, a rhythmic pulse against the glass so thin. The rhythmic pulse against the glass so thin. The world is wake in the dampest street, but here is where the quietude begins. I watch the mist descend upon the park as raindrops a path of crystal lace. The sky is wearing such a lovely dark. The traffic hums a melody of old, a distant song that we need not embrace. Within the comfort of this hollow space, there is a grace in staying very still when all the world is rushing to be found. To let the morning wander as it will and listen to the lack of any sound. We do not need a grand or wild display to feel the pull of drift along its way and keep your hand held safely inside mine. The silver ink is writing on the floor as shadows dance along the ivory wall. We have no use for at the door or answering the duties that may call. The ticking clock is steady in its beat, a rhythmic pulse against the glass so thin. The rhythmic pulse against the glass so thin. The world is wake in the dampest street, but here is where the quietude begins. The quietude begins. A rainy morning gray, so still. Let the traffic